The Kazakh president took part in the summit of the Collective Security Treaty Organization and the session of the Supreme Eurasian Economic Council. The Kremlin has already held bilateral talks of Nursultan Nazarbayev and his Russian counterpart Vladimir Putin. The two leaders discussed important aspects of bilateral cooperation and the geopolitical situation. The president said they would discuss how to develop the EAEU first of all.
Мы провели первый непростой год Евразийского экономического союза.
The first year of the Eurasian Economic Union passed. We got into such a crisis, and we knew that there will be difficulties, but we still did the right thing, and we have to move on. Yes, the GDP of all other member countries slipped by 30%. Turnover decreased. Nevertheless, communication, open borders, and joint ventures play a very important role. And this is what we will speak about at the session of the Supreme Council of the Eurasian Economic Union. And we will also discuss the situation that is emerging now in Russia's involvement in Syria, the Turkish question at the meeting.
Об этом мы будем говорить сегодня на Высшем Совете Евразийского экономического союза.
Vladimir Putin has made no secret that he is glad to meet with Nursultan Nazarbayev. This year, it's his 14th meeting of the leaders. According to the Russian president, the strategic partnership between the two countries develops in spite of difficulties in the global economy.
Мы продолжаем работу по сближению.
We continue to work on bringing our rules and customs regulations to the common ground. All this gives us a positive effect. I'm sure if we did not have all that we agreed earlier within the framework of what we are working with today, our economies would be affected much greater than it is today.
Уверен, что если бы у нас не было всего того, о чем мы договаривались раньше, и в рамках чего мы работаем сегодня, то удар по нашим экономикам был бы гораздо больше, чем сегодня.
The CSTO session was attended by presidents of 6 countries. They discussed how to counter international terrorism. Participants of the Collective Security Treaty Organization not only discuss but also take real steps. One of the sponsors of terrorism is drug money. CSTO member states advocate the formation of a broad coalition on the basis of provisions of the UN Charter and the norms of international law. A new chairman of the Eurasian Economic Commission was elected at a meeting of the Supreme Eurasian Economic Council. Armenian Tigran Sargsyan replaced Viktor Hristenko. Participants in the meeting talked about the expansion of trade relations of the Union, in particular the deepening of cooperation with China, including the interface of the Silk Road economic belt. The roadmap of partnership with China will appear in the near future. They do not just want to work with other countries, but also with economic alliances. A number of countries expressed their willingness to trade with the EAEU. Active negotiations are underway with Israel, India, Egypt, Iran on the establishment of free trade zones.